Mr. President,
Senator from Utah.
I ask that the quorum call be dispensed with.
Without objection.
Mr. President, this afternoon, the House of Representatives is poised to pass the Defend Trade Secrets Act, bringing this critical proposal one step closer to becoming law. Over the past few months, Senator Coons and I have witnessed a groundswell of support for our bill, which will strengthen the ability of American companies to defend their most valuable information from theft. Business, both large and small, and lawmakers, both Republican and Democrat, have rallied around our legislation, providing the impetus we need to pass this key intellectual property bill. Passage of the Defend Trade Secrets Act marks not only a watershed moment for the intellectual property community, it also represents a victory for the American people. To appreciate the significance of this legislation, we must first understand the importance of trade secrets in American industry. Trade secrets are the lifeblood of our economy. In simple terms, trade secrets are the groundbreaking ideas that give business a competitive advantage. I should say businesses. They range from unique production and manufacturing processes to food recipes and software codes. This critical form of intellectual property is not only invaluable to individual business owners, it's also directly responsible for creating millions of jobs in our country. But a lack of federal legal protections leaves trade secrets vulnerable to theft and oversight that cost the economy billions of dollars each year. 2 years ago, Senator Coons and I set out to fix this problem together. From the very beginning, we sought the input of business owners and job creators so that we could better understand the obstacles facing American industry and chart a path forward for reform. The Defend Trade Secrets Act is the culmination of our work. Under current law, companies have few legal options to recover their losses when trade secrets are stolen. For example, if a disgruntled employee steals a Utah company's confidential information and leaks it to a competitor in another state, attorneys must navigate a complex labyrinth of state laws just to bring suit. This cumbersome process can take weeks, which is an eternity in a trade secrets case. During this time, the likelihood that valuable intellectual property falls into the wrong hands increases every day, as does the potential for permanent damage to the company. Our bill solves this problem by creating a uniform federal law that businesses can turn to when their trade secrets are stolen. This federal standard keeps companies from getting bogged down in state laws by allowing business owners to take their case directly to a federal court. Essentially, our legislation removes an unnecessary and time-consuming layer of bureaucracy, buying businesses precious time to recover stolen information. By providing America's businesses with the ability to protect the most valuable information in federal courts, they will be better equipped to safeguard trade secrets and increase their competitiveness. The President has expressed strong support for our legislation, which he intends to sign into law shortly after it passes the House. Mr. President, the Defend Trade Secrets Act is not only a win for the intellectual property and business communities, it is also an example of what Congress can accomplish when we put party politics aside and find common ground. Indeed, it is always easy to make things look hard, but it is impossible to make things look easy. Today's House passage of the Defend Trade Secrets Act truly embodies countless hours of negotiations and hard work. I wish to recognize those who made passage of this bill a reality, including Chairman Bob Goodlatte, Representative Doug Collins, and Representative Gerald Nadler. They were indispensable in shepherding this legislation through the House. I also wish to thank Senators Grassley, Leahy, Graham, Feinstein, Flake, Whitehouse, and many others for their contributions to this bill. Likewise, I would like to thank my dear friend Senator Coons for joining me in co-authoring this bill. He has been an invaluable partner throughout this process. Mr. President, enacting meaningful public policy in the midst of a toxic presidential campaign is no small accomplishment. With the imminent passage of the Defend Trade Secrets Act, our nation is cause for celebration. Mr. President, I yield the floor and suggest the absence of a quorum.
Clerk will call the roll.